Hi, morning. Today is the 8th May, and we're gonna talk about a story about the pen story in order to avoid a misperception. Shall we begin? So first of all, can you tell me what is this? This is a pen, right? And what will happen if I give this one to a dog, a small dog, for example, so it can bite it, right, and chew it. Why? Because it thinks this is a chew toy. Okay, so this thing is a pen to a man and a chew toy to a dog. So who is right? This is the question, and the answer is both of them are right. Why? Because they are different entity, and different entity can have different perception point of view, and this is very normal. So the first lesson of the pen story is we have to respect the point of view of others. So we're gonna move to the next lesson. So imagine this time I put this thing in an empty room, no man, no dog. So what will happen then? So what we'll call this time? So this is nothing. Why? Because the man and the dog is not nearby. So those who give this a point of view is not here. They are not here. Okay. So ancient intelligence call this is emptiness, the emptiness, meaning that it doesn't mean that this thing will disappear if those entity, the man and the dog, disappear. This thing will disappear. It still exists. It's still here, but the emptiness means that this thing have countless potential. It's very countless, illimited potential, in a way that it can accept any point of view that any observer can give to this. So we're gonna see it to this following illustration. So we still remember there's this thing in an empty room, right? And it's reflect and it has the emptiness. So what will happen then if tomorrow I open the door and invite the man to come back? And to this man, this thing is a pen to write. And if I don't invite the man, but I invite the dog, so the dog will come here, see it, and can bite it or chew it, like before, right? Because to it, this is a chew toy. So if I invent both the man and the dog, so both these two point of view will happen at the same time. And if I do it again with 1,000 different persons, so that we will have 1,000 different point of views. So in conclusion, in brief, in short, this thing has the emptiness, right? Top at the beginning, it has the emptiness, and it can accept the point of view as a pen to a man and the point of view as a chew toy to a dog. And both of all these two point of view is okay at the same time, and even 1,000 point of view at the same time. We can enlarge it into bigger number, for example, 1 million point of view, or 1 billion. So you can name it. So in conclusion, the second lesson of the pen story is that everything has its emptiness, meaning that it has illimited potentiality, meaning that it can accept countless point of views from the observer, right? So we're going to move to the third lesson. But before we move to the third lesson, I used to have two questions. By answering these two questions, I can arrive at the third lessons. The first question is that we say that this thing accepts countless point of view, right? But what hold these countless point of view in the first place, which can hold those things? So I was given this illustration and can help me to explain this. In my hand, this is a pen, right? And the fact that I call this as a pen, it's come from my mind, or it's come from itself. So the fact that it's the pen, it comes from my mind. Why? Because if it comes from itself, the dog will see it as a pen as well. Okay? So the first question done. The second question, okay, I agree that my mind is illimited in the way that it can hold illimited point of view. But we also say that it can accept any point of view that we assign to it. It is true. So we see that this is we can assign the dog and the man can assign different point of view, but in this case this is me who assign different point of view, not different entity give different point of view. This is me here. So I want it can realize this thing. So I will close my eyes and say that I wish that this thing, I want to change this thing from a pen to a diamond, because we say that it can accept any point of view, right? So I open my right, and in front of my right it's still the pen, right? Yes, before. Even we can even write with this. So this is definitely a pen. It's still not a diamond. So what's wrong with this? I think that the emptiness is wrong, right? But the emptiness, the essence, the intelligence say that all the things you've done so far is good, is correct, it's okay. You cannot change your point of view because you still not have the seed in your mind. So I wonder, what is the seed in my mind? So the seed in your mind is what you do and what you think and what you say, because what you do, you think, you say will make an imprint in your mind. It will serve as a seed. At one point of the time in the future, it can grow and cover an image on this thing. And if that image is a diamond, I would call this a diamond. Then I can change the point of view for myself. Okay, so the third lesson is that, of the pen story, is that everything is come from my mind, and it's come from it, or more concretely, it's come from what we do, what we say, and what we think, right? The fourth lesson is that in this life, what if we want to achieve anything, we have to start a seeding, right? And there's no other way, because all starting from the seed from our mind, right? Okay, so the pen story is finished with 4 lessons. The first one is that we have to respect the point of view of others. The second one is that everything has its emptiness in the way that it can have unlimited potentiality. And the third lesson is that everything is come from our mind. It's come from, actually, more concretely, it's come from what we do, what we say, and what we think. And the fourth lesson is that if we want to achieve anything in our life, we have to start the seeding. The story is very simple at the first place, but it's very deep. So in order to understand it deeply, as deeply as possible, I had to repeat it at least 3,000 times. So please accept my gratitude, because you accept me next time talking to you the story again. And thank you. See you until tomorrow. Bye bye.